family, they're suffering. And these people are very comfortable helping the outsiders, building houses for people, starting businesses, taking people overseas, but their own family, their blood relatives are suffering.
Ew. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Now. You see, your Edochie is going through hard times, and people have suggested that your Edochie should, find a way. In fact, they are suggesting even more that Judy Austin should start seeking for welfare support. Maybe you have to join the IDP camps, internally displaced people, because you have been internally displaced. Like go to some of these food banks. Go to these food banks and request for assistance. It is as bad as that. When I say it's as bad as that, it's as bad as that. So indirectly, Edochie and Judy Austin have found a medium that you will not really suspect what they want to say. Back then they would drop caption directly. It's not as if they're not doing that, but they've reduced that. What they are doing right now is quite crafty. What they do is to drop messages like this. Today is Sunday. That is Edochie and Judy Austin's ministry. Now, what is this talk about? What is this talk about? It is actually about the sufferings of your Edochie. They are referring to May, like even at all. Wicked people. This is how wicked people talk. This is how people who do not have that conscience. This is how they talk. This is how they speak. They act like, even at that, even if I molested your daughter, even at that, should you have reported me at work to stop me from feeding my family? They see themselves as sacred cows. That is what Judy Austin is painting. That's a picture that you see people, they are doing this for other people. That's because May has a charity organization where she renders help to destitutes, to widows. Sometimes you can be married but a widow or a widower. So they are trying to tell May, look, you should at least stretch that hand of charity towards Edochie, since he has no house to live in anymore. He has nothing to his name anymore. He's broke. But you are there doing charity. You cannot even look at your loved ones, even if you are no longer in love, but they were once your loved ones. You cannot even stretch that hand of help, that hand of assistance. Something, at least, you should be able to say, my dear, for the sake of the past. So, Judy Austin, you're expecting May to be nice to Edochie. No, this thing I'm saying is serious. This is serious. It's not a joke. Edochie is in a bad place. Edochie is in a bad place. In a bad place. And it's so sad, so terrible. You see, tell me which bank Edochie is going to apply to. All his life, he had been a actor, directing. So which bank is Edochie going to apply to? Where is he going to work? No one wants to give him contract. No one wants him to be part of their business empire. Nothing. Everything good that normally would have come to Edochie changed direction into May. Imagine May's pathway is full of goodies. So Edochie on his platform, or even it's Judy Austin that wrote it, saying that I am hungry. You have made people to dislike and hate me. They don't give me nothing. Nothing is working for me. He's actually saying the truth. It's as bad as that. So Judy Austin is now begging May Edochie for help. Begging. Yul Edochie is also using this avenue to beg May, like, May, Mary, why are you this wicked? Why are you this bad? Okay, even if at all I offended you, if at all I said polygamy, must you do it this way? Must you tighten my neck? Please give me some space. Give me hair space. Let me land also. Give me the opportunity. And I don't understand what Judy Austin is saying here, because I don't know where May did anything to Yul Edochie. It's Yul Edochie that has been doing a lot to May. That's the thing about wicked people. That's the thing about wickedness. When their wicked action and act did not yield the desired result, then they will turn themselves into victims. I don't know if you've observed this character, attitude of certain people. They are mean to you. They are bad to you. They don't want anything good for you. Anywhere they see you, they want to bully you. They want to muscle because they have inferior complex. They are these narcissistic people. They want to be too bad. Immediately you respond, either in silence or with your own action. Automatically, they begin to feel like, me? How? Me? And you're like, what? How dare you? Who are you? Then they want the world to see them as victims, like, oh, no, victim. No, it's not going to work. So you can as well beg and say all of the proverbs in this world. Say all that you wish to say. I don't see me as a woman that is willing to extend his charity in your direction. No, I don't see. May can be kind of quiet, but I know that there is something about May. May can appear quiet and all of that. She can appear quiet, appear, like, oh, but when you look at her eyeballs, you see, just when you look at her eyeballs, you will know for sure. You will know for sure that May, in silence, whatever she wants to do, she will do it and act like, I don't know what is doing, so I don't know. I'm by myself, doing my own thing, I don't know. I don't have business with these people. That's May for you. That's May for you. In silence, she does her things. So here, Yul Edochie, some people have advised that you get a job, that's the only way you can, make life good for yourself, rather than being a nuisance on social media. Imagine Yul Edochie, imagine what Judy Austin turned you into. You that a lot of, how has the mighty fallen, as they used to say. Look at how Judy Austin turned you into a mess. Judy Austin turned you into a mess. You that you were once the envy. You were once the envy of your colleague in the industry. Many of them, they dare not. How can they speak when Odogu is speaking? They did not know. Just like how Lucifer did not know that the grace upon him comes from an external source. That is the problem with a lot of people. They look at themselves flying without knowing that the grace that is shining on them is not even from them. But they are so used to that shine. They are so used to that glitz. And they forget the source. Do not forget the source. Do not forget the source. Yul Edochie, when you were doing your thing, didn't you know? Didn't you know that life not turn by turn? Today, it could be someone else's. Tomorrow, it could be that person. Didn't you know? You wanted to bully, let's be sincere. Your plan was to bully May into submission. Okay? Not be so. Your plan was to bully May into submission. Me, as a man, I said I don't have issues with polygamy. Meaning I cannot tell a man, hey, don't be involved in polygamy and all of that. No, not at all. That would be mediocrity. I can't say, hey, if you do polygamy, blah, blah, blah. That sounds stupid. Because there are people who have a relationship but still have side chicks here and there. It's still the same. You are just training for polygamy. If you've ever had 2 boyfriends at the same time or 2 girlfriends at the same time, you cannot say you Edochie or you did the sliding type. You know that type. You are not yet done with the other man physically, like completely, and you are seeing someone else. And then eventually you're not left in. It is the same thing. So I can't say anything about the polygamy of Yul Edochie, not at all. But the thing is, Yul Edochie did not mean well. He didn't mean well. The way he went about it is the problem, is the bone of contention. Like, no, not at all. This is not acceptable. He went about it badly. He went about it with this wicked intent. Because your intention is what is important in everything, not just the action that someone took. Whenever someone takes an action, either bad, good, or whatever, you have to look at, okay, what is the intent? What is the real intent of this? Because it's not every decision you make in life that will appear. You might be a good person, but make a bad decision. That does not make you a bad person. That doesn't make you a bad person. No, not at all. It doesn't make you a bad person. That is why I said I'm not going to talk about the polygamy thing of Yul Edochie. It's not everyone that polygamy works for. Even though he quoted the Bible, you should look at the Bible and you will realize that majority that engage themselves in polygamy, their end is not something good. That's how God speaks to human beings at times. God does not have to come and tell you, thou shalt not have more than one wife. Thou shalt not have a bad wife. Thou shalt. At times he allows you as a human being to get involved, and then the consequences of it, you and those to come will see. That's the thing. That's the thing. He spoke about Solomon. Did you see the end of Solomon? Did Solomon end well? He talked about David. Did David end well? David that was stealing someone else's wife. Anyway, and that's that. So please, May, can you just send urgent 2K or 5K or 10K? Or should we do crowdfunding? Should we do crowdfunding for Yul Edochie because it is bad? Should we do it? Please drop your comments. Should we do crowdfunding on this platform for Yul Edochie? I'm not saying Judy Austin, although maybe it might give Judy Austin something to eat or to enjoy. That's their business. But should we do some little crowdfunding for Yul Edochie because it don't read.